Hi friends, I'm Bill Blake at VEURINK'S RV Center, and today I'm in Middlebury, Indiana at the Hike 100 plant. And with me today is Grant with Winnebago, and he's going to talk to us about the Winnebago. Grant, what makes the Winnebago special, and especially the Hike 100? What customer buys this in the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Hike 100 has been an extremely highly anticipated product that we showed probably 18 months ago. Obviously, we had some pretty big headwinds to overcome, just manufacturing, supply chain. We're finally ready. They are getting ready to come off the line, and we're going to dive right into this product and we're going to talk about it. But first, why don't we go into the plant since you're here?
Yeah.
We have that option, and go talk about some of the construction features that make the Hike 100 a little bit more unique.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So Grant, I know this is an axle, but this looks really like off-road. What are we looking at here?
Yes, this is our new premium suspension. You know, Bill, part of the reason that the Hike 100 seems to have been delayed for that 18 months was as we were developing it and prototyping it and getting owner or potential user feedback, there were areas we kept needing to tweak. This was one of them. Was a more upgraded suspension, so it truly is built to go off-road. So this is from Dexter and Norco. This is what we're calling just our premium suspension upgrade. It's very unique because it kind of combines all the benefits of a torsion axle, because you have torsion stub axles, as well as the benefits of having like an independent trailing arm suspension. So you have torsion stub axles for that on-road smoothness, going to allow some independent tire movement, but then you also have each tire is going to have its own shock absorber as well. So if you truly are getting into some of that more off-road terrain, this is going to be built to handle it.
Very impressive.
Absolutely. So over here, Bill, this is it actually put on the chassis of the Hike 100. So all the Hike 100s are a 13-foot box, 16-foot overall length. So from the front of that coupler to the 2-inch accessory receiver, you're going to have a 16-foot length tip to tail. One unique difference on the Hike 100s is that on our normal like micro minis, for example, we have a 15-inch Goodyear Wrangler tire. The Hike 100 actually goes up to a 16-inch Goodyear Wrangler tire, so you get a little bit more off-road clearance or a little bit more ground clearance, but you're also going to gain extra clearance because that premium suspension, not being an axle that goes all the way across the entirety of the unit, is going to give you about 5 more inches of ground clearance right in the middle of the trailer. So as we look into the enclosed underbelly of the Hike 100, one thing you'll notice, Bill, is we have a reflective insulation that'll be below the tanks. This will have heated and enclosed tanks, as does every Winnebago, but one unique thing we do is we actually seal around the inside of our enclosure to help retain the heat we're putting down there for cold weather usage, but we're also helping keep things like mice, insects out of the unit as much as possible.
Grant, so I know this is a Blackwater cassette, which customers ask for, but it also looks like these are brackets. Are these for the freshwater and gray water tanks?
Yes, all of our tanks are always suspended on an angle iron. So this larger opening right here will actually be for your freshwater tank, and the smaller one here is where your gray tank will sit, which is obviously going to collect your sink water from your kitchen sink. Also your sink in the bathroom as well will collect there.
Well, let's step over here where the tanks are actually installed.
So as you can see, I mean, like I said, small trailer, 13-foot box, 16-foot overall length. We still have really nice, large holding tanks to help extend any off-grid camping the customer would like to do. Good sized gray tank, considering only a small kitchen sink and bathroom sink are going to that. So that's gonna last you quite a while. And then obviously, you know, like you mentioned, it does have a cassette toilet standard. That was part of one of the changes that we have made to the trailers based on feedback we're getting from our potential owners. And that will be a 5-gallon cassette toilet where you can just pull the tank right out.
And then from there, we put the composite flooring in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is one of the most unique features on a Winnebago trailer to date. Every trailer we have ever built, I've worked here since 2018, and well before that, we've always used 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floors. The Hike 100 will be our first trailer to feature a fully composite floor. It's a very high quality floor. It's about 1.5 inches thick. It's well insulated, and as you can see, all the openings needed for the floor come pre-CNC'd for us. So we're not having to manually route these holes, over routing holes. Everything's nice and tidy. where it needs to be for our employees to do their job and bring things like water lines up through, wiring, perfect size openings for what needs to be done.
Yeah, perfect. Is this flooring like waterproof or
100% waterproof? Can't rot, mold, mildew, can't delaminate. It is it's not going to cause any issue if you would ever get it wet.
Okay, so now we got some flooring on, and now we got walls on. What's the special about the walls?
Our Hike 100 has the exact same wall thickness as our largest voyage travel trailer. So these are actually a 2-inch wall. The industry standards are usually around 1.5 inches, like a micro mini or a mini. But this small little trailer has a 2-inch thick sidewall for, again, helping extend that off-road or that off-grid camping season, being able to last a little bit longer in colder climates. So yeah, it's a very substantial wall for a small trailer.
Yeah.
Probably not very common in the industry.
No. Okay, we started at the axles. We went to the frame. We put a floor on the frame, the walls on the frame, put some, cabinets and stuff like that. But now what do we have here? The insulation?
Yes. So one thing you're going to notice about the front of the Hike 100 is that we have all aluminum framing across the front wall, across the roof, across the rear wall, both side walls. So you have an all aluminum sided trailer in the Hike 100 series. And then we're going to lay in batten insulation between those pieces of frame. So we very liberally apply just a lot of batten insulation. And we don't stop there. We have an additional layer of insulation, which is this thermofoil reflective insulation that gets laid across the entirety of the roof and down the front cap. And that's going to really help set you up for camping in warmer climates. It may not look like much, but I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference in how the trailers perform in hot weather.
So this is actually 6-sided aluminum. So that's kind of rare, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we have a full standing height trailer that's right around that 3,000 pound dry weight for towability. Some of them are under 3,000 pounds, around 2,800 pounds. So trying to cut that weight down, we have to go with all aluminum.
Yeah, perfect. Winnebago does it right.
So here, Bill, you're going to see that aluminum roof that we talked about back during insulation, 3/8 inch roof decking. At this station to our right, this is where your TPO, which is a thermal polyolefin membrane, is going to be laid across the entire roof. All the Hike 100s come standard with the 13,500 BTU low profile air conditioner. So help cut down on that interior height. Your vent fan, and then also standard 200 watt solar panel is right up here on the roof. So as you can see, we have really maximized with what little real estate we have. We've really maximized our space up here with as much as pretty much we can put up here. There's probably room for a couple little flexible panels, but I think we've allocated the space well. Now
it's going to be solar prepped below too, so if you wanted to add just like a floor mounted type solar too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We will have a side plug, so you can plug right into a portable solar panel and use that in tandem with what you have on the roof. Yep.
So 6-sided aluminum all the way around. Full walkable roof?
Full walkable roof.
Awesome.
And then you'll see later on, we'll actually have a side mount ladder to actually access the roof.
Perfect. Okay, now we're at a complete finished product. So let's go around and talk a little bit about, what is in it, how it works, and things like that, and show our customers this.
Yep. Actually, this is one that, is ready to come off the line right here. I think it's just missing one cabinet door on the inside, which we'll probably see, but a lot of unique features around the Hike 100, just even on the exterior unit that are worth pointing out. So the Hike 100 is really focused around versatility, multiple usage of different areas of space. So for example, going down the front of it here, you got your standard awning that's going to come out this way. That's your electric awning.
Yeah.
Power awning. We'll show you later. Down the rear wall and off the off-camp side wall, we have a standard battling awning that comes with the unit. It's probably in a box in the pass-through storage, which we'll see here in a little bit. But that awning then gives you, between the front awning and your battling awning, you have over 200 square feet of usable outdoor space that's covered under awning on a 13-foot trailer. That's incredible. So we understand that this type of camper may spend more time outside the camper than inside the camper. This is a place to eat, shower, use the restroom, sleep. But most of their time will be spent enjoying the outside. So we've gotten very versatile, or we've really challenged our engineers to come up with ways to utilize storage differently. And this is your fender, sits over your wheel. But as you can see, this one opens up for storage. Now, you can flip this down if you'd like to. You can leave it up. I could see somebody putting like a Blackstone griddle here, or when we get inside, I'll show you, where on back, our portable induction cooktop. There's no reason why that couldn't be used out here. Built-in utensil storage for spatulas, any grilling utensils, salt, pepper, things like that. You can store right outside here. On the off-camp side, you'll see when we get back around the other side of the camper, that one, since it's on the off-camp side, is just all open for storage. So trying not to waste an inch of space we have available to us on the Hike 100. As we work our way to the back of the unit, here's going to be your pass-through storage, which goes underneath your large outside kitchen area. This big box here is actually going to be your batwing awning. So inside of this will come the batwing awning with the carrying bag, but you have a really, really good usable space in here. It's actually a huge pass-through storage. Your hose attachment on the rear wall for water on the back, power, obviously your tools, but really, really good space in the pass-through. And then,
yeah, what do we have here?
Well, open it up, Bill.
It's like Christmas. Here we go.
So obviously one of the bigger focal points of this floor plan. This is the 1316 FB. F is in Frank, B is in boy. So it stands for a fixed bed or a front bed. But really, really big outdoor kitchen space. Here is one of my favorite things on the Hike 100. So this floor plan and the 1316 DB, so any of them that have this outside kitchen, will come standard with a Truma portable AC/DC cooler. These things are awesome. You could plug it in. It has a built-in battery. You could charge it up, take it, set it next to your fire, take it in your vehicle if you're going to go hit a trailhead, so you have cold drinks or a cold lunch to return to. It has refrigerator and freezer space in there. Really, really neat. We have a MOLLE panel here for multiple attachments. Portable induction cooktop, so you can use this inside the unit, back here, maybe even use it on that versatile fender we saw on the front side of the camper.
Sure.
Your spray ports right here, so you do have access to water on your outside kitchen. Additionally, you're going to have indoor and outdoor storage on these two middle overhead cabinets, and the exterior cabinets are not going to have indoor-outdoor storage. So these two will actually be able to be accessed from either out here or inside the camper. Really, nice. Really cool.
And I even see a hitch for bikes. Can you bring those?
Absolutely. Easy to miss. Every Winnebago, including the Hike 100s, does come standard with a 2-inch accessory receiver. I believe on the Hike 100s, he's going to have a capacity of 150 pounds. So they're not meant to tow. They're meant to carry, a couple bikes with you, or an e-bike, something like that.
Right.
They'd be great to be used for that.
You've thought of everything. So now we're on the off-door side. What features do we have over here?
So on the other side of the pass-through storage, inside here, actually, you're going to have your two switches for your rear stabilizer jacks on this floor plan. So they're right there. This fender, like I had mentioned, this fender storage box doesn't flip down. This one, since it's on the off-camp side, is purely meant for storage, but it's still a very good usable space, and it does lock. I'd like to mention that both of these, can close and stay locked going down the road. Outdoor shower. While you'll see on the inside, does have a wet bath, we will have a usable outdoor shower in the Hike 100. We actually have, it's hard to kind of explain this without you being able to see it, but normally, if I had the batwing awning set up, you would have awning space coming here, and it pretty much cuts over right here in front of the ladder up against the wall. It is a zipper right about here, and magnets on that zipper. We have put in a steel backer in the wall right here, where I could then unzip that part of the batwing awning and curl it in. It'll cinch to the wall, and I could have privacy out here to use my outdoor shower. It'll kind of enclose me, so you still have a pretty big shower space. Then if you're going to shower outside, you do have hot cold attachments on your outdoor shower. You have a light above your shower, so you can see what you're doing if you're out here in the later hours. Here's your stab jack for probably the front left, from this side, the front left stabilizer jack. And then one of my favorite features is we actually have a toy hauler style ladder. We have an off-door side wall ladder versus a rear ladder. So this can fold up flat against the wall. You can fold it out for usage by pulling these pins here, and it gives you an easy way to access the roof and actually use those Nerf bars going across the roof. So if you want to put a kayak rack up there, if you want to put skis or, you know, any a Thule storage tote, something like that, it's easy to actually get up on the roof now versus having to climb the Nerf bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which I don't think we actually touched on the Nerf bars. What do we have going here?
Yeah, so these Nerf bars are, or these, I guess we call them brush guards. So these ones on the side of the unit are really just intended to be there. So if you are getting off the beaten path a little bit more and you got some brush, it's gonna help keep that brush from going up and touching and scratching your fiberglass. That's why we also ran this skirt metal up the sidewall of the unit, is to help prevent taller brush from scratching the fiberglass. The ones on the front and the top, obviously these front ones provide a nice look, but also people can use them for like light bar attachments, things like that. Then the ones on the roof, you can see here running along the edge of the roof, that would be, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 cross bars across that roof. So about every 4 feet you'll have one.
Okay.
Every 3 feet, for putting any sort of racking system up there that you'd like to.
Sure.
And then right here's your cassette toilet. So the toilet's fully removable. This is your black tank. I can take it. It has a little folding handle, wheels on it. I can carry it to where I need to go, dump it if I need to just walk it to a dump station versus actually hooking up to my camper and moving it to the dump station. I could just quickly remove that, carry it over there, and dump it and be done with it without having to move my camper at all.
It's about, what, 5 gallons?
5 gallons.
Perfect, yeah. And then we, as I touched before, we got more options for solar.
Yes, good catch. Yep, so here's your side plug for solar if you want to plug in some sort of portable panel and put that in the sun and use it in tandem with what's on the roof already.
Perfect, yeah. Okay, now that we're in the inside, what do we need to know about here?
So obviously, it's a small trailer, right? Small floor plan. This is your main bed. So you got like a short queen bed and then a lofted bunk. Now you'll see we had it up there earlier, there is actually a net that goes across there where if you didn't need to use that for extra sleeping, you can hang that net up and it'll help you keep storage totes for extra gear storage. On both sides of the bed, we have 110 USB and USB-C outlets, and then built-in cubbies for like phone storage if you need to put your phone, alarm clock, a bottle of water while you're sleeping at night, something like that. And then here are the 2 cabinets that go into the outside area as well. So you have that indoor-outdoor storage. It's really nice. On both sides of the bed, we have big windows for good cross ventilation if you're not going to be running the air conditioner and you got some nice weather at nighttime. And then below the bed here, this is not part of the pass-through storage. This is in addition to the pass-through storage. We have a huge cabinet area down here. Now at the front of the unit, all the kitchens from here actually forward, pretty much all the Hike 100s are the same. Same bathroom, same cabinet design here. This wardrobe changes the size a little bit, but you have our standard fridge here is actually like a 3.3 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. That's in addition to obviously the other 2 cubic feet and the Truma cooler that comes with this floor plan. You get out back, so you have almost, call it 5-6 cubic foot of cold storage in a really tiny trailer. It's pretty impressive. A 1.1 cubic foot convection microwave. So this does baking, toasting, microwaving, whatever you need it to. It's basically a toaster oven and a microwave in one.
Now I know it's a smaller unit, but is it lacking some counter space?
Yeah. Go ahead and pull that drawer out for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that portable induction cooktop, you could actually just come in, sit it right here. I have a plug right here you can plug it into. There's a plug up here we can plug into. But you could use that, set that portable induction cooktop and cook right here because you do have a power vent fan right above you to help vent that cooking smells. And then you have a big faucet, maybe not a big sink, but you got a very usable countertop space here for a small camper. But we do still give you the portable or the pull down sprayer faucet. So that's not something you're commonly see in a trailer this size. This is probably that cabinet door that was missing, and it would be this color. It wouldn't be the green like the ones on the bed or down here below the bed. It would be just the exact color of this wood with a black handle on it. So probably just as a little bit of a supplier shortage there. One of my favorite areas of this unit, now you have a huge wardrobe here, plenty of storage inside this, but back in the bathroom, this wet bath reminds me of a B-van. So it has a built-in sink. You got a toilet that can actually swivel around to give you more leg room. All your like toiletries can be enclosed in waterproof areas where you're not going to like ruin your toilet paper roll. It sits here in a waterproof contained area. So that's pretty neat. You know, it's more like a B van versus just your traditional trailer wet bath. But then these are actually wet gear drying racks. So if I don't maybe want to shower in this, or maybe I'm a kayaker and I got a bunch of wet life jackets and I don't want this stuff to smell like mildew when I get back to my campsite, I can put those in there. I can run my vent fan, which is why you'll have a little bit of a gap here to help draw that moisture out. And I can properly dry my wet gear in my bathroom where it's not going to be getting the rest of my camper wet.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Grant, I want to thank you and Winnebago for inviting us down here. It was a pleasure to visit the 100. Usually I walk away with just like a couple ideas of what I like about a trailer. I like this whole thing and what you've done with it, from the suspension to the awnings and stuff like that, the shower idea. What a great idea overall.
Yeah, like I said, you know, this trailer is focused around versatility for the user. And I think that, you know, we've actually put enough research and listened to our customers' input enough where we have the product dialed in and it's ready to go to market, and we're excited to get it out there. We're excited for VEURINK'S to carry them. I'm excited to get one set up in your showroom with the bat ring awning out on it. And I think it's going to be a great product. I think people are going to go have a blast with this and their families.
Yeah, we can't wait. Thank you again.
Absolutely.